What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another lunch break. I am joined by the amazing Jacob Tremblay. How are you?
Doing great.
Thank you for being on the show. Okay, you are probably one of the most talented 13-year-olds I will ever meet.
Thank
It's insane the amount of success you've had at this age. So congrats. It's kind of ironic or serendipitous that we're talking on May the 4th, because as you probably know, it's
yeah.
May the 4th be with you. And I hear you're a big Star Wars fan.
Oh yeah.
And so I've got a little gift for you, actually.
Really?
I'm gonna see if I can find my iPad here. Let me get my iPad. Are you into Star Wars, like Lego stuff?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, then this will be perfect. Let me get my iPad. All right. I'm getting this for you.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a Star Wars set that actually was given to me by a Lego master like several years ago. So I'm going to give this to you. I had two. I already built one of them. This is the Star Scavenger. So you probably already have like the Millennium Falcon and all that jazz and the Star Destroyer, but this is the Star Scavenger from actually a fun show, Lego Freemakers. So you probably have never heard of this. So I'm gonna send this copy to you.
Thanks.
But so I heard your dog's name is Ray. Is that true?
Yep.
Is that based off of Star Wars?
Yeah. We were thinking of like a bunch of Star Wars names that we could name her. We thought of like Chewie, but I think we just picked Ray because it was very simple and it was nice short name.
Yeah. Are you currently working? Were you working on movies before we got shut down for the COVID stuff?
Yeah, I was. So it was kind of like a tricky situation because like my voice might drop like any second. So if they're before my voice starts to drop and get really low, then hopefully this whole pandemic thing will end soon, so I can get back to work.
Are you? Congrats too on one of my favorite films that you were in. You've been in a lot of diverse styles and genres of films, but one of my favorites was Wonder. And what I was thinking when I was watching that, how long was it for makeup each day to get into that? It had to be hours.
Oh yeah, it was really long. It was like maybe like at the beginning it was probably about 3 hours, but
Jeez.
the people that were doing my makeup, it's kind of like they got into the rhythm of it and they got really used to like doing the same thing, so it almost sped up the process to like an hour and a half. And the studio actually bought like one of those big iPads, like the really big ones.
Yeah.
So they're just putting my makeup on. I got to watch a movie. So and
You're probably getting on set at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning, right? Like, do you even want to watch a movie at that time, or can you sleep, or do you have to keep your eyes open for them to do the makeup, the prosthetics everywhere?
I wish I could just fall asleep, but like I had to keep my body propped up. I didn't want to like fall over and ruin the makeup process. But yeah, I mean we had a nice blanket, so it was nice and warm. And yeah, it was a really cool experience to be able to learn how the whole process of all these cool makeup stuff. I really enjoyed it.
And one of your films with Seth Rogen, I know it's marketing that you weren't allowed to watch it, but have you like actually not seen that movie, or did you ever end up watching it?
Luckily, I got to see it at the premiere, but true story, I'm actually like in real life, like I'm not allowed to see it at all. So I've tried to go see it with my sister, but they wouldn't let me in, and I was like,
the theater wouldn't let you in.
Yeah, they still wouldn't let me in.
Like, this is my movie. Like I'm the star of this movie.
Yeah, they still wouldn't let me in, but I was able to because I think you need to see it with like an adult, like an 18-year-old, and then so we had my friend's older sister come and watch the movie with us because that was the only way we were able to see it.
Oh, that's so funny. You had a lot of questions from the audience about acting and how you get into the role. The question from Princess_Pia2000 is, what got you into acting?
Oh, well, I think I started when I was like really young. Like I was a baby and my parents just thought it'd be fun for me. So they put me in it and I just kept on doing these auditions. And then
was that for a commercial at first, or was that a movie?
Yeah, I was doing commercials at first, and I did like a couple commercials. And then I actually got my first acting role when I was about 5, and that's when I just fell in love with it. I just thought it was the coolest thing ever that I got to like pretend that I was a different person and really like go on the set each day, and yeah, it was a really fun experience.
And how are you getting into your roles? Like what, bless you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad we were on video call and not in person now.
Yeah. Yep.
Bless you. I'd give you a Kleenex, but I have to magically create one. The other questions you got were like, so how are you getting ready for roles? And for roles like with Wonder, was that particularly special for you? Because what was it like with like such heavy prosthetics done? Were you able to like act in a way you hadn't before?
Yeah, well, when I'm doing movies without prosthetics, I usually just I will just like look in the mirror when I have my costume on, and something that helps me really get into it. But for Wonder, it was a completely different story because they changed my whole face, and so I was able to just look in the mirror, and before they put the prosthetics on, I was just Jacob, but after they put it on, I was Augie. So that really helped me to really get into character, and I really felt like Augie on set, and that was just such a cool thing to, just like totally become a different person. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, I love the character of Augie and the story that you guys were portraying. It was so meaningful.
Thank you.
So congrats on that. What was it like acting with Julia Roberts? Were you like?
It was so much fun. I always love to work with big
So
movies.
how much time? Because I'm always wondering, in a movie, how much time do you actually have to work with a person like Julia beforehand for the movie? Is it a short amount of time?
Not a lot, actually. Sometimes you get to meet before, but we did actually meet for a dinner and to kind of build some chemistry. But we really did. We became really close over shooting the movie, and I was really lucky because I also learned a lot from her. Because I always love to learn about like to help my acting skills improve.
Yeah. Did she give you any good tips and tricks or methods?
Yeah, she really showed me that feel free to like really feel the scene and stuff, because she was like she kind of like felt she always would like move like objects and stuff in a place where she thought it would be there, and I thought that was really cool how she was able to really like feel the scene and feel like ooh, if that I think this would be better here, and I just really looked up to that.
That's awesome. So I've got some illusions for you. I know you're a really smart kid, and I want to see my team and I work on all these kind of illusions that you know, but we're working on these other 2D graphic illusions. And so I just want you to say the first thing that comes to mind when you see this. Like, what do you see in there?
A whale.
You see a whale. Do you see anything else?
No, I really just see a whale.
Isn't that funny? Like, so a lot of people say that. They see a whale, and then they see an elephant halfway through.
Oh, wait a second.
Isn't that weird?
It's so cool.
So here's another fun one. Speaking of an elephant.
Okay.
So you see the elephant, but
yes.
there's another animal hidden in here. It's a swan. It's like a swan flamingo thing. Okay, this one's pretty crazy though.
Okay, so that's just a dude.
That's a dude. But on the other side, do you see it yet? Can you like flip your mind? It's so hard to flip it in your mind. You're like going upside down. It's a sailboat, like a dude in a sailboat.
Oh, that's so like you turn like the eyeball into the dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's so creative. Like there's this one that I really like. It's a penguin. But do you see the other creature? I think it's a creature. This one, you tell me. I see a giraffe, but people have said like a goat or a horse or a cow.
Yeah, I see like kind of a giraffe with like the two
horns.
The two horns, yeah.
And okay, here's another one. This is
lion.
Yeah, so you see the lion.
I can kind of like see like maybe like ears here.
Yes, you're right. That is ears. That is it's like a mouse lion.
Awesome.
Best of enemies. So I have a few more questions for you. What advice do you have for kids who also want to be actors? We got that question a lot because I think there are a lot of kids who look up to you, and you've had such crazy success for a 13-year-old for your age. So what advice do you give them? Is it focus on your acting?
Probably just to have fun with it.
Hmm.
Because that's like kind of the most important part is just for you to have fun
Yes.
and really make sure the audience is having fun. And if you are, then I'm sure the audience will, whether that's on a big movie set or like an iMovie you made for your family. But also what's quite important is to really like learn your lines, because once you can really learn your lines, then you can like memorize your lines, make sure you have it perfect in your head. Then you can really just pay attention more to the acting so that you can just really like feel like you're in the scene and not have to worry about saying the right words. And sometimes your words they don't come out like the way that it's scripted. Sometimes they'll come out a different way. Maybe
Hmm.
you'll switch the words around, and just it's whatever feels natural, just to make sure you just whatever feels most natural for you, and so helps you kind of have the best performance.
And how are you learning the lines? Like, is it just, do you have to have the script for a couple days by yourself and you're just locked in your room, or like, do you have special techniques to memorize? Like, because I struggle with that in the memory. I don't even when I was back in school, like the memory part of the science test, like memorizing facts was so difficult. But are you good at that in all areas of your life?
I mean, I think like math, I have a hard time learning math just because it's numbers. But for if I'm memorizing a scene while I'm doing a movie, I'll kind of memorize the scene before the day before that scene, and I'll make sure I memorize. So it's kind of a bit more difficult because for me doing it on audition, I
Yeah.
kind of like I have more time to memorize it, so I can really 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 feel the scene.
What's your dream movie? This will be my last question here to end it off. I want to know your dream movie it's already been made. Let's say you could go back in time in any period of history and pop into this movie into any role. Like, what is your dream role?
I mean, right now it's May 4th, so I think I'm gonna say the original Star Wars movie. I think that would be like, I
Yes.
mean, it's a great experience to
So
just.
what role would you have taken in the original?
I would like maybe like Luke, maybe because he's the youngest and it kind of fit best.
Yeah, I could see you playing a killer Han Solo though. Like, I
Oh,
think I think you have a little rebelliousness
yeah,
in you. So
thank you.
uh,
I take that as a very good compliment.
well, yeah, Harrison Ford is amazing, and I think everyone loves what he's done throughout the years. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where your career goes. Like, best of luck to you.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
only the beginning, and I hope you continue to work hard. And I'll maybe our paths will cross. Maybe I'll get to direct something with you someday. Who knows?
That'd be
I heard. So you're the voice of Pete the Cat,
Yes,
and so you know my friend Swampy Marsh.
yes.
Fun part, I got to be in I know we did our episodes all separately, or the voices, but I got a small role in one of the episodes that's coming out for season 2.
No way.
Yeah, so what kind of sounds do you make as a cat? Like
Oh,
how are you thinking about being a cat?
he's kind of like weird because Pete the Cat, he's a bit more of a quiet character. He doesn't
Yeah,
really say a lot, but like sometimes they would have me like do like cat purrs and stuff,
yeah.
which is really fun. Like a lot of people they like in like Disney movies and stuff they play animals and stuff. So I mean it was a lot of fun for me to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's super cool. Well, good to see you. Thank you so much, Jacob, for joining. And we'll send people over to your page so they can follow your journey and see all the next movies that you're going to star in.
Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Peace.